Hey, this back in the day we got rappers that can make a comeback in 2024. Underground rappers, I mean, like. But before you do this, make sure you guys like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get straight into this video. All right, let's see this.
Before. Okay, so this is like a list video, and I know you guys like these ones, and this one is kind of like New Year's
YouTube. You can't be tell, bro. Why is YouTube doing this? Like it keeps doing like I watched the video or something. Like, come on, dog. Like I didn't watch the video. Like
underground rappers that could make a comeback in 2024. Okay, so this is like a list video, and I know you guys like these ones, and this one is kind of like New Year's themed. I was looking at SoFago and I was listening to some of his older music, and then I started listening to the song called
SoFago fell off. That's crazy. SoFago didn't fall off. I'm sorry, but SoFago didn't fall off.
On the Moon. It was part of his Go Plus EP, and I was listening to some of his like newer leaks recently too, and I was like, this guy really makes solid music, and I was like, he could really make a comeback, even though I don't know if his window has closed to make it through like the underground to mainstream pipeline. Like that might have been over for him. Like he's in this weird limbo stage where he's not able to sell big numbers or even like decent numbers for like an album or like pull those numbers, but he's also not underground. Like he can't drop a ton of music and satisfy his fans in that way. So the only route he can do is just just drop really solid music and come up. And that just got me thinking, like, underground rappers who can make a comeback. And my first one is SoFago. So the reason why I said SoFago, I already kind of explained it while I was explaining how I came up with the idea.
Slumps fell off. Yeah, he fell off. Like Slumps fell off. Baby Santana, like
it's SoFago. I feel like
Fago, I don't know that. I don't think he fell off. Like
there are a couple of reasons why.
Not in the spotlight, but
I think SoFago can come back. Number one, he's on Cactus Jack, and Cactus Jack has made a lot of blunders. I actually have a video coming on my main channel talking about it, but Cactus Jack has Don Toliver, who became huge, and then he's got Sheck West, who he did fall off, but like still a decently big artist. I feel like Travis Scott, that's still like a huge cosign, even though signed Cactus Jack has so far just been like a glorified cosign, and Travis Scott has never posted SoFago, which is kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie, and he even unfollowed him at one point. Cactus Jack, like having that stamp on you is huge, and it doesn't look like Fago's getting dropped anytime soon, so I feel like Travis will find a way to put him on, and there's a good chance that he does, because like SoFago failing just makes him look really bad. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not saying he's gonna do it just to be like, yo, look at
YouTube. Come on.
SoFago was like a young budding star, and then now he's like wasted potential. Everyone's like, yo, this guy fell off. He sold double plastic. I think he sold less than, he didn't hit the Billboard 200, meaning that we don't even know how much he sold. So like he could have sold like 2 or 3K units, which is, those are like Smoke Perp numbers. Those are horrible. But the other reason I think
don't never say Smoke Perp and SoFago in the same sentence. Like I'm sorry, but SoFago and Smoke Perp are not the same people. Like Smoke Perp is down below. That nigga's in 2017. Like he's not in 2024. Like, come on, dog. Don't disrespect SoFago like that again.
He can act is he has a really he has a type of sound where like some rappers, like for example Yeet, right? If Yeet were to try to come up today, it just might not work, or like other artists, like I'm trying to think of some names, like I don't know, just a lot of these underground rappers, the way they come up is they have this window where like their sound is like popping, and SoFago, he kind of had that. He had like his little wave, I don't know, he wasn't making like plug B, but he was hopping on like underground beats and stuff, and he had a cool sound, right? And he had a crazy voice too, but he also fits the mainstream mold really well because he's got like that singing talent or whatever you want to call it, and of course he can rap too. So his window to blow up is pretty long. He's still very young, and unfortunately it just looks like he's gonna have to just like make it out, making like mainstream-ish music, or at least music that can be accepted by the mainstream. And that's not even horribly like a terribly bad thing. He does like the R&B. He doesn't make like R&B, but he has like this kind of like R&B-ish feel to some of his music. He can do this like aggressive rap thing. He can sing. He's been bringing back like his old ad-libs too, and he's found like a decent sound. He just needs to get some momentum, and I feel like all it would take is just one song and everyone would be like, yo, Fago's back. The only thing that I'd say really is hurting him and might hinder his like comeback is number one, not having like a moment or something to really like capitalize off of and just like hit the gas. Because SoFago's biggest mistake was he never hit the iron, or he never struck the iron while it was hot. You know, he was super hot. He didn't drop Pink Tape. Like he dropped some, I'm not gonna lie, like mid project like 2 years after he was signed, and that just destroyed his career. But I feel like if he gets just one song that could go,
nigga said he didn't drop Pink Tape. Like, is this Uzi, my nigga? Like,
didn't drop Pink Tape. Like he dropped some, I'm not gonna lie,
this nigga just said he didn't drop Pink Tape,
or he never struck the iron while it was hot. You know, he was super hot. He didn't drop Pink Tape. Like he dropped some, I'm not gonna lie, like mid project like 2 years after he was signed, and that just destroyed his career. But I feel like if he gets just one song that could go, it doesn't even need to be close to as big as Adding was, or not Adding, I mean as Knock Knock was. But if it just gets something, gets moving, I feel like he could really go far or go further this time, you know what I mean? And there's one last thing that really is tough for him right now: his fan base. SoFago's fan base was like shattered to pieces. Like there's not much left of it, I'm not gonna lie. Like I remember way back when, like in 2021, he still had tons of fans, because think about it, he was dropping projects consistently in the underground, and I don't know, those guys all just like disappeared. They're just not, I mean, so if you go on his subreddit or you go on Twitter, you'll find a couple of people defending him, because that's usually what they're doing, because he's always getting clowned on.
I don't really know.
No offense, but people defending him, because that's usually what they're doing, because he's always getting clowned on. No offense, but you know, there aren't really that many SoFago fans anymore. I feel like a lot of this is kind of like a recycled thing people say, and it's been known. It's just a lot of SoFago's fans came from like TikTok and stuff, and they were never really like that big fans of him, or just of what he kind of was, like this next up artist from the SoundCloud. And when he fell off, they all just kind of ditched him, and he just doesn't have as strong of a fan base as he used to, or it seemed that he used to. And that definitely, you know, hurts you, your chances of coming up, you know, because when you drop new music, like your fans are the ones that are always going to check it out first and like get it going. But yeah, that's it really for SoFago. He has a lot of potential. It just, can he like go up like that? I think he can, but we'll see. All right, this next artist is another artist that was up during that whole 2020-2021 era in SoundCloud, and also did really well courtesy of TikTok. Not as well, but pretty well. His name is SSG Kobe. Really funny. They actually have
he really fell more often
a song together where SSG Kobe said, sorry, SSG Kobe doesn't say it, but on their song Okay Let's Go, SoFago says, me and Kobe can't fall off, man, we go higher. And
that's ironic. YouTube
horribly, they both fell off. Like, not only fell off, like they fell off, like just off a cliff. It's sad. The reason SSG Kobe fell off is, I'm not gonna lie, like his music was declining and he was deteriorating, but he was still in a really good spot at the time. Like he was gonna drop this album on his major label, and you know, that could have been it for him. And you know, he had just dropped a song with Trippie Redd. I forgot the name of the song, but it was pretty decent too. And he had a lot of like, he had some good stuff, you know, like he had a solid discography, and he was one of those artists that was underground and would make songs that were like underground-ish, but he was capable of making music that was for the mainstream audience. And that's why people really messed with Kobe, because he had a huge, like the potential in SSG Kobe was like uncapped. I'm not gonna lie, like if you told me 2 years ago like he had songs with hundreds of millions of streams, I wouldn't even like think it was that crazy. Obviously I would think it was crazy because he would have went far, but like I would have understood, you know, like it totally makes sense. Like, and when he dropped his project actually, let me just jog your memory a little bit. SSG Kobe had this song called Thorax get kind of big on TikTok, and then he also had this Lyrical Lemonade video. He had a couple Lyrical Lemonade videos. He's being managed by this guy named Zach Bia, who's like this cool dude in the industry. He's more than that. He does more than that, but no, he was helping him a lot. Like he was a huge.
Fago's likely to come back, like. But I don't know about SSG Kobe, like for real.
Signed for Kobe. He was signed to Zach Bia, I believe, as well. He then dropped his song his album, and it had a lot of potential. It wasn't like something that I really loved. It had a little bit of everything. It had a little bit something for everyone, and it was a decent project. It wasn't anything crazy, but what it showed was that SSG Kobe had a lot of potential. Like, you listen to that song again, like, oh, that's a really good song. It's kind of like a weekend-ish song, but it was really good. He then dropped like a couple projects that weren't. He dropped Escape, that song with Trippie Redd, I mean. And then he dropped this other random project, and you know, it was kind of declining. The quality wasn't there like that, but I'm not gonna knock him and say he was trash. It just wasn't that good. Like, it wasn't hitting. And
just say it's ass, nigga.
then those allegations came out that, you know, he did so and so to something to so and so, and we're not gonna get into all of that or whether it's true or not. I have older videos where I talk about it, but it just, I don't know, man. It just like decimated his career. I don't know. He probably had like the worst response to allegations I've ever seen, because like normally when
I forgot about the allegations. Those
allegations
fucked him up too, like
come out about
what's up with these underground rappers doing
the worst
minors for real, like,
response to allegations I've ever seen, because like normally when allegations come out about underground rappers,
but Summer's more up than
like it doesn't even like they don't even chip a tooth. Like nothing even happens to them. It's crazy. Like it's like they're that guy from the Matrix, and people are like shooting allegations like they're bullets, and they're just like dodging all of them. Not that they're dodging, because, you know, kind of fishy what's going on with some of these people, but it just doesn't seem to affect their careers. Like, in fact, they get even bigger. For example, there's this guy named Lifeless Garments, and he has like these pretty crazy allegations, but those allegations have been keeping his name trending on Twitter for the past 3 years, and he's gone so big, and his music is, I'll admit, it's pretty good, but he's a weirdo, right? SSG Kobe, of course, he had some very serious allegations, stuff that should be taken seriously, but, you know, so do a ton of other underground rappers that nothing ever happened to. It's just the way he responded was so bad. He like went ghost, deleted everything, and then when he finally made an apology like a month later, bro, I think he like apologized to the girl or something. I don't know what he did, but he made like an apology. He went ghost, he deleted everything, and then a month later he did like an apology, or not an apology, a statement on Discord. Like, bro, oh my god, probably like, I don't know who gave him that advice, but just yeah, I don't know, no clue. Just horrible advice. Like, I don't know what he was thinking. It was bad. The fallout from that was him getting dropped by his label. He was signed to a major, I believe, meaning he couldn't drop new music, and that was actually the reason why he couldn't drop music. We thought he was going on a hiatus. His label just dropped him. And ever since then, his music quality just hasn't been that good. He made like an Osama Sun clone song too. I was super confused why he did.
It wasn't bad, but
that, like, bro,
I heard that shit.
If I was him, I would just stick to that like singing sound. He could rap too, but I would stick to that sound and I would just go crazy. He hasn't been very consistent, and the thing about him is he still has quite a bit of fans. He gets a lot of plays. It just, the quality hasn't been that consistent. He needs to get that back. I feel like he just releases anything. Like, he needs some people around him to be like, yo, this is not that good. Yo, this is good. Drop this, drop that. But hey, I'm not trying to police someone's, you know, situation like that. I think he can make a comeback because he just has so much talent. Like, he's really talented, you know. He has a great voice. Obviously, like I said, he's very consistent, so he has a great work ethic. He just needs,
it's possible, but he just needs the right good amount of people around
a song.
Like everyone's young, like for real, like everyone's gonna make mistakes, but like you just need
song or two,
right people
to like go up. The one thing that I would say isn't working in his favor is, yeah, like Fago, he has a sound that can be very mainstream, and that's a good thing because that means his window is bigger, but he's hopping on like these underground type beats, and he's trying to like make it back through the underground, and it's just, I don't think it's gonna work anymore, because, you know, SSG Kobe has been making music forever. Like, he's been making music for so long, but I think this whole underground stuff it's raps for it, because people, I don't know how many people are really gonna listen to like SSG Kobe on an Osama Sun type beat. I'll tell you, not that many people aren't that interested, you know what I mean? And he can't just hop on a new wave anymore. It's been in this too long. I feel like he just gotta go for it at this point, you know, like just make good music that people can enjoy, not try and hop on trend.
Quality is better than quantity, for real. Like,
even if it does sound all right, like that Osama
quantity, like
Sun clone song. I wouldn't say it's a clone,
like, or what everyone's just doing, for real.
Song. He just hopped on like an Osama Sun type beat or something. It was decent. The problem with him is he's not signed to Travis Scott like Sofego is. He's on his own. I think he's independent, or he might have a new deal or something. I don't know, but it's not looking that great for him. But he just has enough talent, and he has fans too. So I'd say he could go up. But that's the second one. Okay, there's one last artist who I think can make a comeback, and that's Wyland. And I wouldn't say that he even fell off.
No disrespect, but I don't know who this is.
Because Wyland's fan base is strong.
Like, I don't know this nigga at all.
strong. Like, he has a super strong fan base. Like his fans really rock with him, but he's been so inactive, like so inactive. Like it just feels like he kind of fell off, you know what I mean, to the point where it's like Vices didn't like do insanely well commercially. Like he just dropped a project and it was like in a completely different genre than what all of his other music was. And you know, some obviously his fans, you know, that's kind of like a testament to how strong his fan base was. Like people were still rocking with him, but at the end of the day, like you can't drop like one project in like 3 years and expect people to be like super, you know, turned on to you as an artist. I feel like
unless you're Cardi, like for real.
Wildin' right now is in a super weird spot in his career. I mean, it's not like that weird. I guess if he wanted to drop more or give his fans something, he would do it, but he just has chosen not to. And I wouldn't even say like he's fallen off, actually. I would just say that like his stuff hasn't been up like that, you know what I mean? Like people have not been, I don't think that many people have been bumping Wildin' like that, like his new stuff, Vices. I don't think that many people listen. Like I listened, I liked it a lot. It was actually my first video I ever did. It was like a video on Wildin' and Vices. Like all, I don't know, a simple knows say like, I don't know any, I would have never even given it a chance. That was like thing that it SoundCloud rap in terms of a synth pop album. Coming back to it, if I'm being honest, that's kind of what comes with really all. Listen, I like people have been bumping while and like being honest, you're an under with them. It's more like the that last album Vices was synth pop. I don't know, like dumb
video low-key, like, but what's your reaction next? And come on, dog, like for real, like, so you guys think these artists gonna come back? You think Sofago's gonna come back? You think SSG Kopi's gonna come back? Like, I low-key think Sofago's gonna come back. Like, I still got Fake on my playlist, but I don't got an SSG on my playlist anymore. But there's still good Fago songs. But let's be real, like everybody has Fago on their playlist. But his new stuff, it wasn't it. But his old stuff, come on. But I'll see you guys.